morning, my dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are keeping fine. Are you watching the classes? Kindly watch the class. Let us come back to our English class. So let us we learn from supplementary reader lesson number 8. Lesson number 8 we learn from the supplementary reader. Please open the text, all of you. On page number 52. About the bear, the story of the bear. You know what usually the bear what they do? When we go to them, they will be attacking us. But this bear is entirely different. Why? Because it was brought up by one lady. It is friendly with everybody, not only with the lady who brings up this one. Even with the animals, those are living along in that house, it is very friendly. So let us learn about this bear. There was once a lady who lived in an old manor house on the border of a big forest. This lady had a pet where she was very fond of. It had been found in the forest, half dead of hunger, so small and helpless that it had to be brought up. So here there was once one lady, she was living manhor. Manhor means it is a farmhouse. Manhor means it is a farmhouse. It is a farmhouse where we grow animals and all farmhouse. Otherwise also you can have a big house that is built on a stone. This house is a manhor house, big on a stone. There she was living in the border of the big forest. There was near her house, there was a forest was there. So near to the forest, this lady was living in the farmhouse. This lady had a pet. Pure, she was very fond of. She had one of the pet animals. She had different varieties, but this is also one of the pet Pure, and she loves that so much. Fond of means she likes that so much. So it had been found in the forest. Where she found this bear, she found in the forest. She was living near to the forest, at the edge of the forest she was living, and living in her farmhouse. There she found in the forest there was a one bear child, half dead of hunger. How it was lying down, half dead to hunger means it was dying of the hunger. There was no food for this bear. Only it ate almost only half life only is there, because lack of food it was dying. So small and helpless that it had to be brought up. Since it was so small and helpless, nobody said to help that one. So what this lady did, she brought this one to her house. On the potted by the lady and the old cook, how they were taking up this particular beer, like how we feed the children with the potted milk, same way this lady particular and the cook in her house, they both were taking up this particular beer by giving the potted milk, since it was very small. This was several years ago, and now it had grown up to a big bear, so big and strong that he could have slain a cow and carried it away between his two paws if he wanted to. Now this small one was like so many years back it is brought up. Several means so many years back it is brought up. Now what happened, it has grown up as a very huge in structure, big in structure, and so big and very strong. Not only very big in structure, it became very strong. And what is that? He could have slain cow and carried it the paws up. Now it has grown up. How much it has grown up? It can kill the cow in the forest, and it can carry and come between his both the paws. In his mouth, between the mouth, it could carry and come. Such a huge structure and became very strong. It has grown up. Slain means kill this one. It could kill a cow and it can carry away between the paws. Such a strong and bigger in structure it has grown up, and that also if he wanted only. If he wanted, he can do that much. Means such a big structure it was brought up. When she brought up, it was very small, half dead baby. Now it has grown up such a huge structure after so many years. But he did not want to, but he will not do. He was a most amiable bear who did not dream of harming anybody. Amiable means very friendly nature, but it doesn't harm anybody. Usually, you know, the bear means it will kill somebody, it will harm others. But this one is entirely different. It is very friendly in nature with everybody, and he doesn't harm anybody. Amiable means friendly. It has become friendly nature. It is begin to move with everybody as a friend. It doesn't harm anybody. Man or beast, so either a human being or the people, nobody it touches. He doesn't harm any animals or the human beings. He used to sit outside his kennel and look with his small intelligent eyes most amicably at the cattle grazing in the field nearby. So what it does, it goes and sits in the kennel. Kennel means what? Kennel means, you know, where the living place for the dogs is, and where the dogs are living. There only it sleeps also. So what it does, it goes and sit in the kennel near to the outside the kennel dog house, and look with his small intelligent, means very clever eyes, most amicably with a friendly nature. It was looking at everybody, especially the cattle, means the animal those are grazing in the forest. And it means eating grasses. Grazing means they are eating grasses in the field nearby. Since it is staying near to in that lady's house, which is remaining near to the forest, so it comes out and stands just in front of the dog house. It sits there and beautifully it enjoys everybody, those animals, other animals which are coming and eating the grass. It doesn't harm anybody. The three saggy mountain ponies in the stable knew him well and did not mind in the least when he shuffled into the stable. And three saggy means hairy mountain ponies. Ponies means here the small horses. Three small horses also growing that particular farmhouse, and how they look, structure looks like they are filled with a hairy, and they are living in the stable, their horse house, but still they knew about this particular peary, and they also don't bother about this one. Means because they know the nature of this particular pear, it doesn't do any harm. So saggy means hair. Ponies. Horses. So these three horses also living in that particular house, where they are living in their own stable. They also, when it goes and mingle with everybody, they also don't mind, because why they don't mind? They know that it doesn't harm anybody. So it was moving with everybody as a friend. The children and stable knew him well and did not mind in the least when he shuffled. Shuffled means it is walking with his mistress who is taking care of him. Shuffled into the stable with his mistress. Along with the mistress, this deer also getting to each animal's house, but nobody bothers here. Why? Because it is very friendly with the nature. Friendly. The children used to ride on his back and had more than once been found asleep in his kennel between his two paws. The children means the dog's children. It is staying in along with the dog. So the dog's children, the puppies, what they do, they used to sit on the back of his spear, and they used to ride like a horse. When he sit on the horse and how he go for riding, same way the children used to ride on his back and had more than once been found asleep in his kennel between his two paws. And when they fall, especially when it is sleeping in the kennel with his two paws open, these people what they do, they go on, they sit on this one, they pull the tail and they pull the ear, all these things they do, but it doesn't disturbed by them. The three dogs loved to play all sorts of games with him. So there are also three dogs also in that kennel. What they do? They always love to play with this particular bear, pull his ears and the stump of a tail. Means stump means wooden sticks. The tail looks like a wooden stick, no? So what they do? They pull the tail and they pull the ear and they sit on that one. They beat all the things they were doing. But what he doesn't do any harm. Even when he is in deep sleep also, when they tease him, when they disturb him, it doesn't harm or he doesn't get any angry. And tease him in every way. In what other ways they can tease him, make him to irritate, but he doesn't bother about all that one. He just enjoys them. But he did not mind it in the least. Means at last. He doesn't mind at all. Whatever they do, he take it as a funny and he doesn't mind them. It also allow them to enjoy. He had never tasted meat. He ate the same food as the dogs and often out of the same plate. Bread, porridge, potato, cabbage, turnip. So he never tasted the meat. Usually, the wild animals, what they like? They like the meat, but this bear never tasted the meat. It was eating what the dogs are eating, and along with what is kept on the dog's plate, that only this also was eating, and it was staying with them in the same plate. Whatever they eat, it was eating. Whatever things it was eating the bread and porridge. Porridge means a liquid of food, liquid like a milk or something, no? Potato, cabbage, turnip. Turnip, it is a root vegetables. It will be found in a mud. So all these things only this was eating. He had a fine appetite. Appetite means having hunger. It was having no problem for the hungry and all. So it was a fine appetite means without any thirsting. No problem for the eating. Whatever it is given, it was eating. It had the hunger also. Hunger like for the vegetables only, not for the hunger, thirsting for or longing for the meat and all. And his friend, the cook, saw to it that he could his fill, and means how much it wanted, that much they were providing, and it was eating, but more than the vegetables and the liquid food, it was not going for anything. The cook who is taking care of him also, he also gives whatever he wants, that much what other dogs are eating, same things he was giving, and he was observing how much till the stomach of this bear was filled. Bears are vegetarians if they have a chance, and fruit is what they like best. Usually, if the bears, if they want, they can also become a vegetarian. Usually what they like the fruits. They like the fruits also. Bears are vegetarian if they have a chance, if they want. And fruit is what they like best. They like among this one, they love the fruit. In the autumn, he used to sit and look with wistful eyes at the ripening apples in the orchard. So what it was doing during the winter season, they have in their garden farmhouse, they have that so many apple trees. So it used to sit outside. Wistful means with a greedy. That means only it was so much interested in apple, so much longing for the apple. No, wistful, greedy eyes. What it was longing for only, it was longing for the apple. It was sitting outside during the winter season and looking at the trees when the apples are ripening in the orchard. And in his young days, he had been sometimes unable to resist the temptation. When he was young and young, it was unable to control the temptation. Temptation means it was so much longing to eat that particular fruit. So it was unable to control. Many times it climbed that particular tree and it plucked the apple and it ate. To climb the tree and help himself to a handful of them. Bears look clumsy and slow in their movements. Usually, when we see them, they are very clumsy in nature, very big in structure, and their movement will be very slow. But regarding plucking fruits, what will happen if we being such a huge structure, very fast it climbs on the apple tree and plucks fruits and it used to eat. But you try a bear with an apple tree and you will soon find out that he can easily beat any schoolboy at that game. If you Usually their nature is they move very slowly and being a huge in structure they move very slowly. But regarding apple tree when we see, you have to keep competition with the schoolboy. Who will win? This one will be winning. Why? Since it is interested in so much, liking the apple fruit so much, very fast it climbs on the trees and likes the apples and eats. So such a fast it climbs they are telling. Now he heard learned that it was against the law, but he kept his small eyes wide open for any apples that fell to the ground. Now, earlier when it was small, not able to control the temptation, it was climbing on the trees and it was plucking. But now the training was given, and it should not climb the tree unless until they provide the fruits. It is not allowed to get into the climb the tree. Such a training was given by the mistress and the cook. So it has to follow the rules and regulations whatever they are teaching. So because of that what happened now, it is not able to, though the fruits are there, it is ripening and canning, it is just looking at them and waiting for to fall down and to take and give from the mistress it wants to take and eat. But he kept his small eyes wide open for any apples that fell to the ground. So sitting there and it was watching whether any apples from the tree it will fall down. There had also been some difficulties about the beehives. He had been punished for this by being put on the chain for 2 days with a bleeding nose, and he had never done it again. And even when he goes, falls down, even if he goes and takes a eat also, and not only that, when he climbs the trees also, what is happening in the climb, the beehive, no, the bees will be having their hive. Once if you climb and disturb them, what happen in such a huge structure, it will come and eat you. Yes, and you know the honeybee you might have seen. So when 2-3 times when it was there, it climbed and the beehive, the bees disturbed, it went and disturbed them, and then it picked them nicely, and there was a bleeding on the nose. Blood was coming out of his nose because of the biting of the bees, and it was punished for that one. Then after that what happened, since it was he climbed and ate the apples from the trees without the permission of the mistress, it was punished. How they have punished? The bees picked this bear, so it was wounded. So what happened? From that time onwards it stopped climbing the tree. Not only that, the mistress also taught that one, it is not allowed to climb on the tree unless until they say. So such a training was given. Otherwise he was never put on the chain except for the he had been punished for this by being put on the chain for 2 days with bleeding nose, and he had never done it again. Since it climbed and ate plucked the apple and ate, not only that, the beehive was that also was disturbed by that one. It also hurt. At the same time it disturbed others, but not only that one, even the mistress also punished him for that one, but without their permission it climbed. So what they did, 2 days they put him in the chain, otherwise they never put him in the chain. So after putting him as a punishment in the chain, they tied and kept in the chain. After that it never it take the courageous to climb on the trees and like the apple trees and disturb the beehives. Otherwise he was never put on the chain except for the night, and quite rightly so, for a bear like a dog is apt to get somewhat ill-tempered if kept on the chain, and no wonder. But usually, otherwise they never kept him the chain during the daytime. Only night time they were putting the chain. We had learned in the Chandini lesson, he was put the chain and he was tying and keeping. But here, that is daytime. But here, daytime it was freely moving. Only night time what happened? It was put the chain and kept in the dog's house. But usually it is nature. The nature of animal is usually when we put them in a chain, it will be irritated, ill-tempered, means it will be so much irritated, it gets angry, it gets in a bad mood. But here what happened? When they kept in the chain, it was really quietly following and quietly sleeping without disturbance of anybody, not disturbance of without disturbing anybody. It was not getting angry, it was adjusting with everyone. Whatever the mistress and the cook was teaching, it was happy with that one, no problem for that one. So being a bear, it was really friendly with everybody, not getting angry. As per our knowledge, the bear will be eating the meat, but it never tasted the meat, and it was friendly with everybody, and whatever they provide, it was eating and enjoying its life. So up to here we learned about this bear. Parents, we learn in the second lesson. The next class, what is the doing with his misters and how he enjoyed the life. So until then, you take care. Kindly listen to the class. Thank you. Have a good day.